We are good to go. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Last time, if I remember, we went and talked to Saki. I think that's her name. We talked to Saki and we got some information via an old ass looking USB. So that's basically where we left off. And then we got back home and basically just got everything up and ready to go. Let's change the title. Okay, go ahead and refresh the page. Refresh the page and it should give you the Tokyo dock. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the laptop. What do we got? Let's go ahead and use this stick. That's an old ass stick we got there. Something doesn't smell right. Whoa. Visual glitch? Visual glitch much? I can't read. Yep, definitely a visual glitch. There's no way I can read that. That's left his lone debriefing. Something is eradicated. 12 people dead on arrival, including Takigawa, I'm guessing. I don't know. Definitely a visual glitch. I can't do anything about it. What the hell? You're in the way. Ito, you're in the way. Oh, my phone. Nah. Ito, you're in the way. I can't read. No, like I can't. Ito's in the way. I can't read the text. The something of death. If there were any survivors, what T even has been classified. All in the middle of the pile of dead bodies. What's it covered up? That's not fair. I couldn't read it. Fucking visual glitch, man. This is bullshit. Come on. The report is unclear, but it's obvious something terrible happened at the Kamenkai compound. No doubt the mask had a part to play in those 12 people's deaths in one way or another. It found its way to Rena afterwards. She said she was searching for the door, which means her connection to it is no more coincidence either. The collector said the path in the dark would never reveal itself unless I understood her past. The report is a dead end for now, but he gave me another lead. A talent agency called Omega in Kabukicho. It's not a whole lot to go on, but maybe I'll find a connection I need to connect the dots. For now, all I can do is go to Kabukicho and ask around. Okay. I think did we already take a pill for today? I don't remember if we did. Let me see. Our sanity is a little down, so we might go ahead and just take a pill. We'll lose some professionalism. Or no, we'll lose investigation is what we're gonna lose. Should be fine though. We got plenty of investigation, so it should be fine if we lose 10 points of that. Yeah. Yeah. So we haven't taken them yet, so we just went ahead and take them, and we're back up in the positive for our sanity, which is really good. Alright, so let's go ahead and leave the apartment and let's head to Kabuchiko, which is basically where we need to go. Looks pretty far. The collector mentioned a talent agency by the name of Omega here in Kabukicho, which ties to Rena. Unless there's a big sign advertising it, which I highly doubt, I'll need to ask around to find it. Based on the dragon motifs and the general vibe around the building, I guess this place is no normal bar. Who knows how many other places here on Yakuza have dipped their fingers into. Looks like we got a couple of cops here. We can ask these guys. 3 faces in uniform that I don't recognize, though I doubt they'll have a hard time recognizing me. The way they're huddled, it looks like they're doing much police work. More than a few violations probably pass under their noses, but I wouldn't be surprised if someone slips them a bit of cash on the side to ignore them. Cops like that probably wouldn't give me any trouble, and they definitely aren't going to blab to their superiors about seeing me in Kabukicho. Hey, hold up. Don't I know you? Who? Me? Yeah, you. Unless you're hiding something behind your back. Aren't you the detective whose face was all over town a few weeks back? Yeah, that's it. How didn't I recognize you before? Hey guys, didn't someone from HQ come by and ask us about her earlier? Maybe we should call it in. Hold on, Denjiro.
Hold on, Denjiro. You really think that's a good idea?
Huh? What are you talking about? I'm not risking my job over some nobody detective. Yeah, well, call it into HQ and you might be risking more than your job, if you know what I mean.
Rio's right. Why should we stick our necks out when she hasn't even done anything wrong? Being on leave doesn't mean she can't walk around, does it?
I'm with you, Rio. I doubt I need to remind you boys what happens when you ruffle the wrong feathers at HQ. You guys can't be serious. Look, I'm not saying we arrest her, only
you're going to piss off the wrong people, Denjiro. I don't know how much more obvious I need to be for you to get it.
No one, not even the detective here, is worth bringing down her wrath.
Especially right now, things aren't exactly stable around here since the Mifune family's shaken up.
Don't need a repeat of Officer Ono.
Paid for a promotion one day and then some anonymous tip comes into HQ that Ono's been selling a little dope on the side. Even got a gun to tie him to a crime scene.
Yeah, a gun. That's mysterious gone missing from evidence. You think that story's true?
Does it really matter if it's true or not? The point is, he asked too many questions around here and now he's in jail.
Some police we are. Held hostage by some woman. Screw it. Maybe you guys are right. Suppose if a guy from HQ asks again, maybe we can say we didn't see any detective tonight. That's right, we didn't see you, and you definitely didn't talk to us. Got it? Yeah, I got it. Being on the street around here isn't exactly an easy position to be in, huh? You mean at the bottom? Yeah, doesn't give us a whole lot of options. Feels like I'm always stuck between HQ and all other shit going around here. I'm not sure which is worse, honestly. You read the papers, don't you, detective? You heard about the Mifune family, right? Yeah, I'm sure she has. That's all you need to say on this of the subject. You never know who's working for Hula around here, so put a lid on it. Listen, detective, whatever you think we are, or what you think goes on around here, it isn't so simple. As good as cops and bad cops, remember that. Cabbage Cove may not be perfect, but we do our best to keep the peace, right? Right. Right. Like Rhea said, we're trying our best. So don't cause any trouble for us, and we'll return the favor by not letting HQ know about this. There's plenty scarier than HQ out there. That's for sure. Why don't you move along, detective? I think I'll do just that. Good luck, officers. Seems this club is pretty popular, and it's already got a lot of customers. Maybe talking to some of the regulars will give me some good idea to where to start looking for Omega. Let's go in. Oh look! She's a silhouette. That's cool. All these silhouettes and stuff. Okay. Let's talk to this one all the way on the left side. Can I ask you something? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I wasn't doing anything. You're a cop, right? Nope. You've got me all wrong. I'm looking for a talent agency by the name of Omega. Why'd you think I was a cop? Only cops that ask me that many questions right off the bat. Or that you and your costume had me fooled. You gotta be careful walking around like that. Oh, I got it. You're some performer, right? What are you doing looking for Omega? Omega's a wash. You won't get any work from them. Worry not, sweetheart. It just happens I work for one of the best agencies in town. We handle all types. Models, performers, actors, you name it. Even a mature woman such as yourself will have no problem finding work through us. That is, if you're fine with staying in the costume. My lucky day. That's the spirit. Have a drink with me, babe. I'll get you signed up. I'm sure I can find work for you in no time. Well, like I said, I'm looking for Omega. A friend of mine's recommended them, so it'd be rude not to talk to them at the least, right? If you ask me, your friend's not no taste. You shouldn't waste your time with those losers. No one's even seen those guys around for months. Word's on the street that they ran a bit of a debt with the wrong people, if you know what I mean. Anyways, you didn't hear that from me. You know where I am if you want a real chance, babe. Okay, what a way to talk to her. Let's move over here. The text disappeared. Okay. Guess I had to walk back a little bit. Can I ask you something? Yeah, sure. You don't need any permission. You heard an agency around here called Omega, right? Omega? No, doesn't ring a bell. Why? What's it to you? I'm looking for a missing girl. Missing, huh? Was she foreign? Working for a nightclub? Maybe working for some other types of clubs? I don't remember asking for your opinion on the girl, only if you know about the agency. Either way, answer's the same. I don't know Omega, and you probably won't find her even if I did. Girls go missing all the time around here, if you catch my dirt. Care to be more specific? No, I don't. Don't think your delicate types can handle it. Let's just say not everyone is as nice as the ladies in those places as I am. Let's leave it at that. Stir the pot with questions like that and you're bound to end up in trouble, so if you want help, I'll go ask someone else. Okay, let's see. We got a couple people here. Hello, can you spare a minute? Wow, 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 how long have you been standing there? Me? I just got here. Why so jumpy? Sorry. There was a big scary guy with a scar on a little before you. He acted friendly enough, but he made me feel a little uneasy. He kept asking me what I was doing here and if I wanted to go somewhere and have a drink with his friends. Honestly, I've been waiting for a good moment to duck out. Think you made the right decision by staying put? If you ask me, have you ever heard of the talent agency around here called Omega by any chance? Omega? No, never heard of it. I'm actually not ever in this part of town. A friend of mine's invited me out here for a few drinks, but she hasn't shown her face yet. It's starting to stink some sort of weird setup. Anyways, I still have some pride, so I'm not going to tuck my tail and run just yet. Good luck finding the agency or whatever you're looking for. And if you see that guy I mentioned earlier, watch your back. Whoa, who is that? That face looks familiar. Evening. You know about the talent agency called Omega? I heard they were here. Are you insane? It's not like I'm asking you to take me there personally. What's the issue? You do know where you are, don't you? Omega ran up against some people, the same people who own this club, and they lost. The Mifune takeover's already racked up quite the body count, and I don't plan on being added to it. I'm not sure who you're working for, but you've come at a bit unsensitive time. If I were you, I'd turn around and walk out that door. Hell, she's probably killed him too. Killed who? Him, you know, Higashi, the owner of Omega. Everyone knew he owed Mifune family some misfortune. The word on the street is that there's been a little spring cleaning of any disloyal retainers. Do I need to spell it out for you? Good. I've only said too much and should stop talking around too. You never know who's listening. Okay. Oh my god, that outfit. Hey, can I ask you something? Dot. About a talent agency called Omega. You know anything? Dot. Alright, I'll take that as a no. Dot. Hey, do you know this area? What? I had a question about... What? Speak up! I can't hear you! The speaker's right there, you're gonna have to talk louder! I'm looking for an agency! You're looking for a vacancy? In what? No, and you're what? I'm looking for information about Omega Talent Agency. You know anything? Whoa. You really shouldn't shout things like that around here. Excuse me, miss. We were hoping you might join us next door. Consider it an invitation as any matter. Besides, it's much nicer venue than this dump. Yeah, in fact, we'd be happy to escort you. Who are you? Who do you think? We're just businessmen doing our business. Take a few steps back, creep. You think I'd go anywhere with you? Yeah, I think you will. Sorry if we're a little too polite before. I wasn't asking for your permission. Forcing me wouldn't be a big mistake. Heh. Oh yeah? How'd you figure? Look around. You think anyone's gonna help you? Promise you this much. People see us escorting you out of here, they'll look the other way. Hell, I could probably break your nose right now. Order a drink and the bartenders bring me the drink before you even dreamed of wiping your blood off the floor. Not that I'm threatening you, understand? Of course not. We wouldn't want you to feel like you're in danger. Now let's go. Uh-oh. How'd we get mixed up in this mess? Hello, come in. Let me introduce myself. I'm Kasumi Mifune. I appreciate you coming by to talk. Your thugs didn't give me much of an option. The hell you think you are calling me a thug? We're businessmen, you got that? Oh, I got it alright. But don't think that dressing in a suit makes you any less of a thug. Say another word, you cop bitch! Enough! You say another word and I'll make you wish you hadn't. Now get out, both of you! ... Yes, boss.
My apologies. The quality of help you can find these days isn't quite up to the standard that it was in my father's time. Wild dogs can be difficult to train, but they'll come around. And if I have to beat it into them. Sit down, relax. Can you get a drink? No thanks. I see. Then excuse me while I pour one for myself. Why don't we skip the small talk and tell me why I'm here? I'm getting to that. Seems you're a woman who doesn't like to waste time. Good. As luck would have it, neither am I. Let's get right to it. A short while ago, a couple of men downstairs ran up to tell me you, a cop, had walked past their bar into one of my nightclubs. Then I hear you been sniffing around asking about one of my investments. Investments? You mean Omega? Smart girl. Tell me, Ayumi Ito, why is it that a cop is going around asking pointed questions like that? We're curious still. Not just any cop, but a publicly shamed cop on leave. A shamed cop who's had a history of... how did they word it? Ah, yes. A history of psychotic episodes. How do you know all that? We all have friends, Detective Ito. And when detectives are wandering around my part of the city, my friends tell me everything I want to know. Honestly, it don't seem all that crazy to me. As to why you're after Omega, let's say you piqued my interest. Sorry, look at us. You said no small talk and here we are off in the bushes somewhere. Let's get back on track, shall we? As you're not acting in any official capacity, it's safe to say that no one knows you're here, correct? No, I suppose they don't. Huh, in your position I might have tried to lie, but I appreciate the honesty. It was a rhetorical question anyway. I know for a fact there's no one coming for you. Funny, you don't strike me as a stupid type, and yet you're willingly entering a den of vipers. If you valued your neck staying on your shoulders, surely you wouldn't do something so reckless. You can skip the threats. If you wanted to do something, you'd have done it already. Plus, you're smart enough to know not to hurt a cop, even in one of my position. Good. I like you. Given your prickly demeanor, I doubt you're working with one of the competitors. And you're definitely not here for your police buddies. Okay, I give up. I have to know, what exactly is it you want to know about Omega? I'm looking for this girl. Her name is Rena. I was told she was involved with the agency somehow. I want to know what happened to her. How very noble of you. Figuring that out might be a bit difficult, as I'm afraid Omega is an extremely recent acquisition. To get back further, you'll have to talk to its president and former owner, a man named A.T. Higashi. As it so happens, that make two of us who'd like to have a word with him. Like peas in a pod, us two. Unfortunately, when he handed over the business, he became a bit, how should I put it, forgetful about his outstanding debts to us. And the poor thing is so scared of me that he's ignoring all my calls, probably thinking I'd do something awful to him if I found out. I can't imagine how he'd get that idea, can you? Maybe he'd prefer talking to a police officer instead of talking to me? I'm not some green recruit. I know how this works by now. What's the catch? You never tell me where he was and send me on my way for nothing. Of course I wouldn't. You have to prove that you can be trusted first. There's someone else I need you to talk to with a bit softer target than Higashi. Pretty good deal, right? Everything you're looking for in exchange for one little job? Just one job, right? Oh, don't make this more difficult than it has to be. You'll agree eventually, so why fight it? I know a lot about you. Top of your class and one of the best detectives on the force. You wouldn't let something as pesky as morals get in the way of your good information, would you? I've heard about you too, Kasumi Mifune. Or more accurately, I heard a lot about your father. As you should. My father was a good man, It's not surprising you know more about him than me. That'll change soon enough. I won't be a footnote in this story much longer. My father always undervalued the power of information, but I really get to know the people I associate with. You, for instance. Everything you've done paints a picture of someone who is very determined and very desperate to find this girl of yours. Don't let other people tell you otherwise, Detective. I think those traits are a wonderful combination. However, it also means you don't have a whole lot of bargaining power right now. If you don't want to work with me, that's fine. You can go home and quietly overdose on whatever medication they got you on instead. Furthermore, I could just refuse your request altogether, and that'd be so boring. We both need something, so let's help each other instead. Do the job I ask, and I'll tell you what I know about little Higashi. As I was saying, like him, there's another business owner in Akihabara who is unfortunately behind on her payment as well. Such a shame, too. I really wanted a straightforward relationship with this one. See? I help out with a few things, and in exchange, kicks back a little on her business. Sometimes we send over new contracts and negotiate the terms of our mutuality beneficial relationships. Sadly, she neglected to sign the newest one. I'm a cop, not some Yakuza debt collector. Do it yourself. Suspended cop. You can't parade your badge around as proof that you're some white knight anymore. Due to the recent transition of power, I can't do it myself just this minute. The dogs at Tokyo Police HQ start panting whenever me or any of my men are seen outside of Kabiko. I'm not asking you to club someone's head in. I'm only asking you to give them a friendly reminder to keep up to date with their paperwork. Easy, right? Here, take it. Do this for me and I'll feel a lot more comfortable giving out information about Omega. Also, I'll remind you, with your impending review, it would be unseemly if it goes out that you're meeting with Yakuza, wouldn't it? Blackmail, huh? That's such an ugly word. And here I thought we were becoming friends. No, not just stating the facts of the situation is all. The business you're going to is a cat cafe in Akihabara. Kazu can give you the address on the way out. Wait, a cat cafe or what? A cat cafe. What else would it be? Well, a cat cafe or a cat-made cafe? What? Are we talking about cats or people dressed like cats? Because a freaking cat cafe! Actual cats! Adorable, fluffy, precious cats! Why the hell would I invest in some stupid maid cafe? Cats! Normal cats! Damn it! Now I'm all worked up. Look, get that goddamn contract signed and we'll talk. Okay, let's leave. So let's leave and head over to Akihabara. Let's go to Akiba. Yosh. Let's go to this cat cafe. What was her voice again?
Welcome back! I think Tomo remembers you. He must be appreciative of all your help to make him feel better. Although I've had to stop the deliveries of sashimi, even the smell seems to set off his bowels. Another quick quirk added into an already quirky character. Maybe it's a sign that you were right about the fish.
Yeah, listen, we need to talk.
Hi, kitty cat! Okay, sure. Why the serious face? What's wrong? ...
How exactly does the owner of the cat cafe get mixed up with the Yakuza?
Huh? What do you mean?
I met someone recently who gave me a contract with your name on it to sign. I read it and it seems like you owe them quite a bit of money.
Yonsen go. No. Yopyak. No. I'm reading it wrong. I can't. Yopyaku go Jusenen. I think that's how you read it, but I'm not sure. Why? I've been around this kind of stuff for a long time, and I can't figure out how a cat cafe owes that kind of money.
Money? Yakuza? Wait, you're working for her? Why?
I'm not working for anyone. All I've got is this contract in your name, and I want to know why.
The truth is, this place isn't all above board. Or it is, but it wasn't always. I didn't borrow money or anything that stupid. When I was getting up this place, I was just trying to stay above water. But the building owner kept coming by to complain, and these government types of health inspectors came knocking. I never realized how complicated opening up a place like this in Tokyo could be. All those rules and regulations. All I ever wanted was to help out little kitties and make people happy. Then she came by, someone who loved cats as much as I did. She offered to help me smooth things over with everyone. I mean, I saw the tattoos and everything, but I don't think you should judge people by because of the way they look. I still don't. There's no way I was going to stay open and keep my kitties if I didn't get help fast. So I accepted her offer, and things got better pretty quickly after that. The building owner stopped complaining, and all the permits fell into my lap. Maybe you think I was stupid, but most of the cats would be stray or dead if I didn't get her help. For a while, I thought I was saved by a guardian angel. After all, she loved the cats and was kind of friendly to me. It's been quiet too. The business with Tomo Bowels are the first incident I've had in months. About 2 months after accepting her help, when I was closing up the shop, some men showed up with a contract like the one you're holding. They said it was for the services rendered, or something like that. It wasn't much of it at the time, so I signed it. I owed her a lot after all, and I was doing pretty well. Only they kept coming back, and every time they come back, they had a new contract. Every contract wanted more and more money. They gotten out of hand. I can't keep it up anymore. Casimir won't even see me anymore to talk about it.
Huh. You didn't really think you'd get a favor from the Yakuza for nothing, did you?
I wasn't being greedy, Ito. I thought she was trying to help.
Helping the only way she knows how. God damn it.
Please, you have to help me. The amount of money they've asked for is out of hand. I'm doing well, but now they've got their way and I'll be out of business. You have to tell Kasumi. Please. Tell her that if this place closes down, all these cats, there'll be no place for them to go. The poor kitties. They'd be put down. I can't support them myself. I don't think animal services would let me help them. Keep them. I can live for myself if that happens. I'm begging you, Ito. Don't do this. ...
Well, I'm not really much of a cat person, but I don't see why not. We'll see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Damn it. It doesn't matter what I need from her. I can't make you sign this in good conscience.
Hooray! I knew good would prevail in the end. Thanks. How'd you get mixed up with that woman anyway?
I need some information from her.
You should be careful. I don't know about her, but her thugs are dangerous. Last time they were here, I heard them talking about having to teach a girl from another cafe a lesson or something. Makes me feel sick about it. Thinking about it.
What else would you expect from guys like that? Breaking legs is probably all they're capable of, outside of grunting and drinking.
Call me naive, but I don't get how someone can be so two-faced. When I started seeing her face in the papers lately, I couldn't believe it. Surely the ruthless woman they were talking about couldn't be the Kasumi I knew, or so I thought. Guess it's like you said, a tiger can't change its stripes, right?
Maybe so. At any rate, you should probably be more careful who you trust in the future.
Sorry, I didn't mean to wrap you up all of this. But thank you for not making me sign. So what's your plan?
I'm not sure if I really have one. Maybe I can appeal to her kinder self. If she really is a cat lover, I'm sure she wouldn't want to see the little guys hurt, right?
Oh no, I've really gone and got myself into trouble, haven't I? Maybe I should go instead.
The contract was given to me, so I'd better deal with it myself. Plus, I get the impression that being confined by the cops hasn't put her in a great mood.
I'm sure you don't agree, but I still think there's something good in her. Sometimes I can't help but wonder if she's doing all these things if she didn't grow up in that little life. And all the kitties loved her when they played with her. Cats are such good judges of character.
I somehow don't think her treatment of animals correlates too much with her treatment of people. Ugh. I'm certainly starting to feel a little queasy just thinking about going back without the contract. Damn it, Ayami. You've really gotten yourself into one this time, haven't you? No point dwelling on it now. I've made up my mind. I can't run to the Yakuza debt collections just because I'm in a tight spot.
Take care, don't worry. My kitties are never wrong in judging someone's character.
Yeah, sure. I'll think of something, but I need you to lay low and maybe close up shop for a while until I sort something out. Okay, let's head back over to Akokikochiko or something. I don't even know. Akubokachiko. Hey, what are you doing here? Go back. Honestly, little one, I don't want you to get hurt. Go home.
Actually, why not take her with us? If it's true what they said about Kazumi being a cat lover or cat person, kind of a cat person, then I can definitely. That probably would maybe sway her a little bit. But let's find out. I'm pretty sure taking this cat along is not a bad idea. So let's go do that. Is this the... Yep, this is it.
Welcome back. I assume you took care of the little nuisance for me? I didn't have her sign it. I couldn't in good conscience ruin someone's life like that. ... Let me explain something to you. If I gave you something to do, you don't come back until it's done. What? Do you think you're some sort of morale crusader, helping out the little guy? What'd she tell you anyway? That she was a small town girl? Small town girl who couldn't keep up with the big meanies in Tokyo? Put it that way? Put it that way, I guess I do sound like I'm asking a bit much. Did she tell you all about the cats that kept escaping? Or the ones who wandered into nearby businesses? How about the heaps of trash that were piling up around the place? If it weren't for me getting the people set off her back and cleaning up the place, those cats would probably be dead by now. What do we have here, detective? Is it a trust issue? You were too quick to take on the other side because of who I am, or less than who you think I am. Pity, Kazu.
Yes, boss.
Take Ito outside and show her what happens when people disappoint me. Don't be too rough. I don't want a repeat of last time. Oh, and leave her face alone. I'd hate for someone to see a black eye and think she might be worthy of sympathy. Keep her jacket here. I like it. It's very chic. Did you know my friends tell me when all the police raids are coming? It's pretty handy, really. As a matter of fact, there's one scheduled for tomorrow. I'll be gone, of course, but if they find this jacket, well,
Who knows what they'd think. Would be a pity if someone recognized it. Kazu, escort her out. Good luck finding that stupid little girl. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Hold on, Kazu. Ito, who's this? He's, I guess he's a stowaway from the cat cafe? Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. He is, huh? I see. Dot dot dot.
I love him!
Wait, what? Screen, I think we got ourselves a thumbnail here. We got our thumbnail for the episode.
Look at his squishy little face. I can't have a detective beating around such a cute little face. What's his name?
Beaten? Oh, I think his name is Tomo.
Tomo? That's not much of a name for a man, is it? I shall call you Mr. Marshmallow.
About that blackmail and beating?
Oh, forget it.
Really? Oh, good.
Oh, Ito, lighten up. You're not a liability unless you start talking to your cop friends. And you wouldn't do that, would you?
No, they likely wouldn't believe me at this point anyway.
My thoughts exactly, so cheer up. How can you stay mad when looking at these big eyes and little cat feet? I look at you and I see a woman whose priorities are all wrong, Ito. You don't appreciate what you have, only what you're looking for. That is until you find it, and then what? What's left? That said, I was serious about one thing. If you talk to any of the cops about my business or about my affection for cats, or anything like that, Kazu may pay a visit to your apartment and pick up where he left off. But who wants to think about all those logistics of dismembering and disposing of the detective's body when you've got these little whiskers wrapping against you? Huh? Sachiko was right. You do genuinely love cats. So why make her sign a contract that would end with her having to put these cats down? Sachiko isn't as perfect and cute as she seems. She might love her cats, but she has strange ways of caring for them. She owes me a great debt, and it's my right to collect it. If her cafe is shut down, I make sure those cats have a home, though I can't say the same for their owner. This job is about tough decisions, not legal ones like you cops make. In my business, you have to sleep with the choices you make, not leave them at the door when you hand the case over to the courts. Dot dot dot. Mr. Marshmallow likes being picked up. Aww.
He is pretty cute.
I'm not sure if you meant for this outcome, but I have to say you have some guts coming back like you did. I thought you'd be another pushover cop to keep my pocket. I underestimated you, and in doing so, I've given you information on one of my weaknesses. It's funny, really. I spend so much time making sure I'm not seen as a weak woman that all these men expect me to be, that I don't feel like myself sometimes. Something I'm sure you understand quite well. Tell you what, I'll let you have that one little weakness of mine. It's only fair. I know so many of yours after all. In a different life, maybe we could have been friends. Kazu, stand down for Ito for now. Ito, consider yourself lucky. I'll let you keep your jacket tonight.
Understood, boss.
Alright. Forget the cat cafe contract. I'll get one of my boys to deal with it later. What was it you wanted again?
I wanted to speak to the Omega's company president Higashi about a girl signed to his agency.
That's right. Our missing agency president and one of his many projects. What a despicable little man. I'll tell you now, I had no problem taking control of the business from him. I left him as a present to keep a few of his clients happy, a decision I regret now. Unfortunately, I'm just in the dark as where he disappeared to as you, I'm afraid. A deal's a deal, though. While you were out, I got an address to one of his old hideouts and the code to get in. I can't guarantee you'll find anything there, but I said I'd tell you what I knew, and that's what I know.
You haven't sent one of your stooges to get it for you?
Stooges? Stooges. I like you, but don't push it. As I said earlier, me and my men can't afford to be spotted right now, especially in the area getting so much special attention.
Special attention? Doesn't Capuchico get enough attention on its own?
Capuchico as it is. But this isn't a Capuchico. This particular spot got reputation subsequently its extra police patrols a bit more recently. In fact, I hear there's still an ongoing investigation going on there. I heard you intimately familiar with the area and that the incident happened there. My condolences on the loss of your partner, Detective Takanaka, by the way. All the papers are rushing to make you out to be incompetent or worse, some sort of psychotic killer. Maddening, isn't it? My friends in police HQ say you two were close. That's no way to lose someone you love. I suppose it's not too much to ask really what happened. Was there really someone in there that night?
Thanks for the condolences, but what happened on that night isn't something I want to discuss right now.
Search yourself. Let's change the subject back to Higashi. It took a bit of digging to find that address. Seems he was going on a second item in Shinjuku under the fake name. Now that we know where he is, he probably knows too. I highly doubt he'd be stupid enough to stay holed up in it. But I also doubt he'd be smart enough to completely clear the place out before he left town either. There's probably something in there that would lead us to get what you want then and let Kazu know if there's a slime in so we can straighten him out. He'll get those fantasies of running away from his head. The code in the door is 11235.
Iti ni sango.
It's the only keypad lock on the street. You can't miss it. For what's it's worth, I wish you good luck finding the little girl. But remember, you can't say them all. I am Ito. Oh, and Ito. Thanks for bringing Mr. Marshmallow to me. Being holed up in one place for the last few weeks can be a bit taxing.
You know? I remember he loves fresh fish.
Fresh fish, huh? Sachiko certainly does have an eccentric taste. Kazu, go pick up some sashimi.
Right away, boss.
Right away, boss.
Boss! Okay, let's leave Capuchico and go to Shinjuku, which isn't too far from here. Let's go. Detsura, go! But still, we did get ourselves a thumbnail. We will be using that thumbnail for the thing. Okay, let's go ahead and run out here. Oops, where am I going? Alright, over here. Huh? It worked. Looks like Kazumi's tip wasn't a lie. Ugh, what a stench. I know that smell. Anyone who's worked homicide long enough knows it. Is it? Ooh. If she recognizes this stench, I'm assuming it's probably dead bodies or some shit. Something of the such. Okay, let's see.
What? Sanity dropped. No! I want to keep my sanity on the positive. Can we keep it in the positive? Yes, no, yes, yes, I hope it does.
Investigations is 82. Professionalism is 30. I should consider... I want to go back to the... I can't. Seems like the inside of the log has been filed off. It seems to be locked. I can't open it. Kick it down! It didn't move at all. Must be reinforced. Okay, move on. Hairpin isn't catching on anything. This isn't going to work. Okay, let's open it. No good. It's as if something is hiding on from the other side. Then let's kick it down. Damn it! That did nothing but hurt my foot. Aww. Damn it! Eee. This is the source of the smell, alright. The body's in pretty bad shape. Whoever did it took enough time to mutilate the corpse. The internal organs have been disturbed, maybe removed. What's this? There's a paper bag with the name Higashi written on it. Did Rina do this? Whoa! Sanity dropped by a shit ton. What about the writing on the wall? Okay. Nothing changed, just a door. Nothing to see here. Where's that noise coming from? Well, there's handprints all over the door here. Sounds like something is trying to escape from the inside. The rattling stopped. Why? Shots of various girls, all of them taken in this room. They don't look like the professional headshots an agency would take. They all look so sad and young. Hey Biggs, welcome to the stream. How you doing? I've got a pretty good idea of what these pictures were used for, and the types of people they might have been sent to. Rena? So it is true. To think you were kept in a place like this. What happened to you? Huh? Something's happening. You're back early.
Yeah, I don't feel well. I think I'll go to bed early tonight.
Ruby, don't ignore me. Lately, it's been the same excuse over and over. Oh, you got closers working. Good.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ruby. My sweet little Ruby. You think because of one song was a hit, you can just stop working? That money's all gone, sweetheart. We spent it all trying to get you a record deal. Don't you think it's unfair to eat my food and stay here for free without doing any work? Ruby. Hey, stop crying. Stop crying! I'm talking to you!
Stop. Please, I didn't mean it. I'll do another song. I'll make it up to you. I promise. I just don't want to.
That's exactly why I'm setting up all these meetings for you. You make the right impression with these guys and they'll take you places. Speaking of which, I got a call a little while ago from Masa. Know what he told me?
Dot.
She's so cute. He told me you were being a little disagreeable with him last night at his place. You know that he's one of our best clients, don't you? The things he can do for you girls is, well, I shouldn't even need to tell you. I sent you to become. He said there was something special about you. In fact, he said out of all the girls in particular, he wanted to meet you. Am I imagining it? Or is there a face like on the wall? Like, I don't know. Like this part is like the right side of the face, this side is the left side of the face. These two over here are the eyes. This area here is the nose. The mouth is like right here. Am I the only one seeing this, or are you guys seeing this too? Because I feel like I'm like, if I'm the only one seeing this, then holy shit. Because I see like a face or a mask on the wall. This whole face, right? This whole thing right here. You can, like, there's an outline. There's a whole outline. So I'm not the only one seeing this. Okay. Because there's a eye here, there's another eye, there's a nose, and a fucking mouth here. That is... I just now noticed that. I was like, holy shit, that's freaky as fuck. That's what I'm thinking. I did you a big favor by making that happen. Then you compensate my generosity by sitting in a room, crying and telling me you don't feel well or whatever excuse you can come up with next.
I couldn't. He tried to...
I don't care what he tried to do. You should have let him. When I took you in, you were vulnerable. You were a vulnerable tiny little girl who was already failing in school. But I saw your potential. I could already tell you how pretty you'd be when you were older.
That's all those men care about. How I look.
So what? You think I took you in because of how smart you are? You're an idol. You're supposed to be looked at. Most men would fall over themselves to meet a pretty girl like you, but you ruin it for everyone when you sit there crying. ...
Well, what are you doing?
I'm sick of looking at this like an idiot, Ruby. You made me do this. There's something on the wall now. So the mask? Okay, so the face disappeared and now this looks like a giant ass chicken. A headless chicken. Sitting on some kind of chair or being hung up by something. Or maybe I'm just imagining it. Hey, look at the TV. By the extended version, if you want to listen to the original soundtrack. Otherwise, I should probably do that. Because the music was pretty catchy. Nothing to see here. Where's that noise coming from? Now it's all over here now. Red fingerprints, red door. Can I talk to this thing? Nope, okay. Back to the door. Noise stopped. Damn it, Ruby! I can't stand to see you like this. You're not gonna feel better staying cooped up in here. Listen, I got you that photo shoot lined up tomorrow, the one with the mesa. Are you even listening?
Don't make me go back. I don't want to go out. Let me stay here.
What's wrong with you?
Please. Please don't make me. I'm afraid to go.
Far as I can tell, all you're afraid of is success. I've fallen over myself to make you a star, but you'll never get anywhere if you lock yourself away. What? You're not going to say anything? You can't trick me this way. I gave you your name, your music, and damn near everything else. Oh, but you think you're special, right? Let me break it to you, honey. You're not. There are loads of other girls in this business just like you. And they do what they have to without complaining about it. They understand how important it is to keep clients happy, and I'm sorry, it's not a butterflies and flowers. But you're not some naive little girl anymore. You're a woman now. Hey, Earth to Ruby. I'm trying to give you some advice here, and you're not even listening.
Rena. My name is Rena.
What did you just say? Rena? Who's that? Oh yeah. That was the name of some pathetic little foster girl I picked up. You want to go back to being her? Just say the word and I'll throw you out there myself. If you think you've got it so bad now, let's count the seconds between you and hitting hitting those streets and being back in the foster care or dead into some gutter.
Dot.
Not so talkative now, are we, Rena? Or is it Ruby, the girl who was successful? The girl who could make it if she would just do what she was told? Sorry, I'm sorry. I lost my temper. But you gotta see things my way. You were special, you know that? Oh, what? Oh, we're only an hour in. Wow. I see. I saw so much potential in you. Such a beautiful young girl. I wanted to raise you up and show you that life could be. Then you reject me and everything I can offer you. It's a damn shame. You're still pretty, Ruby. So pretty, but not when you mope around. Look, I get it. You're a teenager, and you want to cry it out, right? Fine. But when you're done with that, you're going back out there. You think I want to send you out with all these meetings with monsters like him? I'd rather you were successful so we don't have to do that. I'm on your side. If you would work harder, you wouldn't have to do things like that. Stop. Stop crying. You're not a child anymore.
Stop. I want to go home.
Home? Where do you think you are? You are home. This is as good as it's going to get for you, for a girl like you. Tomorrow's going to go. You're going to go with Mirza and do whatever it is he tells you to do. You'll stop this crying and you'll start making some money. Maybe it was a mistake to think you would end up being special. Turns out you're just another disappointment. Another whore. Yo. There's something laying on the mattress. It's a newspaper article dated on October 24th, 2004. This article title: One Hit Wonder Ruby Commits Suicide. That can't be. That was over 10 years ago. Her real name was withheld from the press, but her picture's there. According to the article, Higashi went to her room and found it locked. He called to her. She didn't answer. I thought she might have been tired, he said. She's been working hard on a new song. He only forced the door when he noticed the smell of where he found her hanging from the rafters. She'd hung herself almost 2 days before. Oh, wow. Probably in this room. There's more. Though Mr. and Mrs. Higashi had adopted her years before, Ruby was not made to work and loved being an idol more than anything in the world. Her song Look For Me will go on sale again this month, with all sales going to various suicide prevention charities. I've read enough. This sadness that's in this room is the same awful feeling I felt in the sewers. Is it Rena's? Is this what I was supposed to see? Nothing else? Anything else? Nope. Seriously, listening to these flies flying around, I feel like I'm playing Corpse Party. Because Corpse Party, they have there's a game that has these kind of sounds, like the flies flying around and all that shit. And then when you walk up to that area, you literally can hear it, like flies literally are flying around you. Like you actually feel like you're looking around, see, but you know there's no fly. It's just a game, and the sound is all in 3D. So like you hear a fly flying around, like in your ear. It's like really freaky. But I like the way the Corpse Party did it. I wouldn't imagine if they could do it something like that in this game. Like I would totally like that. Like you walk up to the fly, like that dead body. We can definitely like hear the flies flying around, like in your ear. But it doesn't do that. So let's go ahead and leave the area. I think we got everything we need in here. I feel sick. That monster. How many girls did Higashi pass around and abuse before she murdered him? And Rena, she looked the same as she does now. 16 years old. Only a child. Higashi had her locked up, and she tried to take control the way she thought she could only she came back. And all that pain and suffering came back with her. When I was in that room, I could feel it like it was my own. And it's not the first time I felt it. The dark was steeped in it. As soon as I realized it, it was like the air changed. I can sense a pulse now, like a heartbeat following me, but it's not enough. The mask could help me find the door, and I could feel the dark, but the path still isn't open to me. What am I missing? My gut tells me it has to do with the Kamenkai. And the only one alive who knows about it is the old Kawana woman. She has to tell me what happened. The Kawana woman, is she... Where is she? I don't remember. I think they'll... Let me see. Yeah, see. Okay, so they'll just take a... Oh yeah, Kawana! Mai Kamakura, yeah. Probably the Kamakura Mai, and basically her grandmother. Oh, I don't knock anymore. I just break and enter.
You! I tried to just stay away from my family! Don't drag my grandchildren into this any more than you already have! Stay back!
I have questions about the Kamenkai. The group your daughter and son-in-law were part of. You're the only one alive who'd remember.
Kamenkai, I don't know anything about it. Leave me!
Grandma, enough. Listen to yourself. Do you even realize you're lying anymore? Takeshi told us everything.
Wait, did Mai... Okay. Mai went back, so now why all of a sudden Mai is here? Like, continuing the conversations like she's been with us the entire time.
What the fuck? And you, Ito. Just because this investigation is important to you doesn't mean give you the right to barge in here.
Mai, your grandma and I need to talk. If it upsets you, maybe you should go.
No, I'm not going anywhere.
Excuse me?
This is the house I grew up in. It's as much mine as it is Grandma's. If you have something to say, you can say it in front of me. Only a little while ago, I found out my parents died in the cult and no one even knows why. You think hearing that was easy for me? I want to help you, Ito, but all this deceit and lies are starting to hurt people.
What I'm chasing is so much worse.
Tell that to the poor man in the station. He's in the hospital, now terrified out of his wits. People aren't only here to be used for information and then thrown away while you move on. They have lives too. And bringing up the past can hurt. Surely you of all people understand that.
I do. But ignoring the past won't make it go away. And there's unfinished business from the Kamenkai that needs to be taken care of.
But what's left to talk about? Everyone's dead, right?
Mai, promise to talk to you about all this later. For now, let me end the detective talk. Go on. You were cooking us dinner, weren't you?
Oh, she was in the kitchen, and then she just comes out of nowhere after Ito just comes right in.
Alright, we'll talk about it later, but I'll be in the other room if you need me.
So you found me out. Now that Mai knows, I suppose there's no point in keeping it secret any longer. The truth is, my daughter never would have joined the Kamenkai if it weren't for me. I convinced her and her husband to join. I was already a member. At the time I joined, my husband had left me and I had lost my job, suddenly leaving me single, unemployed mother who could barely support her daughter. Then when Tomimasa found me and told me that society is stigmatized and shunned me was a fiction, a great machine to be fought, and that My very soul was at stake. Of course, he used me as he did everyone else. I desperately wanted to hear that my struggles were no fault. They stole everything from me, my youth, my mind, then my child. And then one day in 1996, they all died. The cause of death was buried, and no autopsies were performed. Or if they were hidden. Why? That's simple. The government didn't care about some dead cultists in the woods and cover it up in the papers. Cover it up so the papers wouldn't sensationalize their deaths. We need more cultists to join this in Hanir. Join the Hanir cult! Only one problem, you cannot get the costume anymore. So we are not looking for members anymore. We are done looking for members in the Hanir cult. We got all the members we need, apparently. Unfortunately, we were unable to take over El Rios. Eventually, we will try again. We will try again. Join the Hanir cult. That's it? That's it? After everything I've found, you expect me to believe that? 12 people died that day and no one knows why. What happened? Tell me the truth. You want to know what happened so bad? You want to know what happened so badly? Fine, I'll tell you. They died for nothing, following in the footsteps of the madman who believed that life was an illusion. As words in the other compounds and other groups found being raided spread, Tokimasa began warning us that the end was near. He believed the world was collapsing and it was time for him and his followers to avenge the flesh and find purity among the gods. My Emiko. She didn't die from some conspiracy. She chose death because she no longer had the anger to reality. It was my fault. Beyond that, I don't know what happened to them. No, you do know something. In the report it says after the officers cleared the bodies they found the mask. The same one you handed to me 6 months ago. That's... Tokimasa would always keep it to himself, saying it granted him sight into the realm of the kami. I needed it. You don't understand. It allowed us to see strange things in people who were gone. The guru was a fool, a fake, but the mask was real. There's a rumor that the cult members were killed by one of their own. Surely you didn't... No, you don't understand. I would never kill my own child. I didn't take the mask, it was given to me. One day a man, some journalist or other, showed up at my door carrying the mask. I couldn't believe it. I begged him for it, and he stood there, smiling at me. His eyes were like none I've ever seen. It was strange. All he wanted in exchange was the mask for the picture of Emiko. When I joined the cult, I was forced to give up my possessions and only had one left. But I can't give it to him nonetheless. I thought if I had the mask that I could find her. Yeah, maybe she would forgive me. As soon as I had it in my hands, my mind opened. I could hear her voice. So you went into the sewers chasing after her, thinking you could save her. Takashi told you that as well, did he? Yes, it's true. Emiko was crying out to me, begging me to find her and free her from the dark place. I would have given anything to her hold her in my arms and plead her forgiveness. I don't care if you don't believe me. It's like Tanaka was calling out to me. I do believe you. We're probably some of the few people left alive who knows what this mask is capable of. If you really thought it'd help you find her, then why'd you give it to me? Because I was wrong. At first I only followed whisperers. Then I found myself in a strange labyrinth chasing after her shade. The days bled together. I lost track of my grandchildren of the shrine. It was an illusion, no matter how hard I tried. I never found her. I only became more and more disconnected from the world around me. I descended into madness. I was being used again, just as Tokimasa had used me many years before. I tried getting rid of it, throwing it away, burning it. None of it mattered. It always came back. And when I did, the visions and whispers only got worse. So I put it out of my mind and tried the best I could to live my life in solitude and ignore the screams of my daughter. And then you came along. And when you did, the mask was screaming out in voices I never even heard before. I thought it was a sign, so I gave it to you. I didn't even have time to breathe out a sigh of relief before I heard a gunshot ring out. No one else ran to it. I think I was the only one who knew what that sound was for anyways. I thought the mask was punishing me once again by taking Mai away from me. Instead, it had passed tragedy to another. I'm sorry. Perhaps the knowledge of the mask should die with us. There is one other person who knows about the mask, a girl named Rena. Does that name mean anything to you? No. I don't know anyone by that name. Do you expect to know everyone who's touched by that mask? No. But you were involved with the group that worshipped it. Are you sure you're telling me everything? Yes. What good will accusing an old woman do? Unless you're chasing someone too. That must be it. Mai told me you lost someone. You're a partner in the police. Is that right? If I'm right, then I suggest you stop your search. The place I was shown by the mask was not meant for the living. I barely escaped with my life. Stop while your mind and body are still intact. What if I told you there was another option? What other option? In the months since I first met you, I had time to examine the ancient text in the shrine, and as the mask grew further away, it loosened its grip on my mind. I knew then it would someday make its way back to me, and so I became determined to find a way to protect myself and my grandchildren from its influence. The darkness of the Kamenkai and its rituals objects are manipulated using to sever the connection with what is truly divine. The mask breeds darkness. Dark forces could invade all manner of living and non-living things, driving them to violence or death. That which evil cannot be used or tolerated. It must be destroyed. It is the only way to save us from its grip. Destroy the mask? I thought you said it couldn't be done. Not physically.
Grandma, is everything alright? I overheard you talking about that mask again.
Yes, dear, but you needn't worry. In fact, it's good you're here as this talk involves you. Mai, you trained in exorcism and purification rituals for quite some time, haven't you? Such a ritual could purify the mask and it turn into a mere piece of wood, given we gather the right materials, of course. I can tell from the look in your eyes that you think me to be senile, but I'm quite serious. Even modern rituals have ancient roots, and with enough conviction they are still capable of great power. Before I was content to die, as long as that mask didn't hurt my children, I was too feeble to do what was necessary myself. But now seeing you here, I see a second chance to do what is right. If you truly do know what the mask is, then you must help me destroy it. Slow down. I didn't come here to be involved in a ritual or exorcism or whatever you call it. I only want the truth about the Kamenkai, which you still haven't given me. You're a stubborn one, aren't you? So be it. I can see there is only one way to change your mind. The only trace of what happens that day would be the Kamenkai compound itself. For the records of the location are lost, and they were never made public. But I know where it is. What's the catch? Go there. Search for your truth. See what worshipping the mask wrought. And when you return, you'll help me destroy it. What makes you so confident I'll change my mind? I went back once, years ago. In all honesty, I'm not sure why. Perhaps to remind myself of my sins. What I saw and felt at that place, it was tainted by darkness and death. What two things are all the mask will afford you? There is something else. I had a feeling you said that. The heavy unnatural air I felt when I returned to the compound, it had some stench. It had the same stench, the same quality of the tunnels where I searched for Emiko. Sounds like a superstition to me. So what exactly is it you want in exchange for the information? I believe the energies of the mask in the place are linked. I want you to bring something back from there. Anything. It may help in the ritual. Looking for the truth will not bring you peace, detective. Purifying the mask very well might. Remember that. The compound is in the compound is in the forest of Aokigahara. That's basically... This is basically the suicidal forest that is, I think it's not in Tokyo. It's in, I'm trying to remember where. Probably Aokigahara. That's probably where it is in Japan. This is the suicidal forest. If you want more information on the suicidal forest, and if you guys are watching this on YouTube, I will link it down in the description to one of the guys that I watch. He did a vlog in the suicidal forest, so I will link you guys over to his video, and I recommend you guys to go watch it if you guys want to learn more about the suicidal forest. And basically, I don't know too much about the suicidal forest. All I know is that basically people go there to die, and basically I don't remember much about it, but from what Joey said, or the anime man, I will link you guys over there. I'll put a card up here as well on the top right. There should be a card linking you guys over to his video that he did in the suicidal forest. So if you guys want to check it out, you guys can go ahead and head over there. So we're about to get to the suicidal forest part of the story. Okay. So Aokigahara?
Hey, that's the suicide forest.
Yeah, see, that's as I was saying, that's I was talking about. It's the suicide forest. So again, I'll link you guys over to Joey's channel. Suicide forest. What a dreadful name. Now I suppose those woods have seen their fair share of tragedy and death.
Ito, you can't go just charging in there. It's dangerous. What if you get lost? GPS doesn't work in there, and I even heard compasses won't even point north. Not only that, well, a lot of people go there to die. I don't think you should go. You two keep talking about this mess like it's some evil spirit causing you pain, but I think it's the pain that you're feeling that isn't caused by the mask. It's just you.
Wow, very philosophical.
So many nights after the girl died in the shrine, I had nightmares. Every corner I went around, I thought I'd see her there. It wasn't a ritual or a charm that made me better, though. I just stopped listening to the fear. I confronted it. When you took me to see Takashi, that was the first time I'd left Kamakura since April. It's embarrassing to admit it, but I was scared. And yeah, Takashi telling me all that stuff about mom and dad was scary, but it was the truth. I wasn't hiding from the demon. I'd invented myself. Anyway, I know you might not listen to me, but I don't think you should put yourself in danger just so you can keep causing your demons.
Maybe you're right. But some demons have a way of spreading to others. Seeing the Kamenkai compound is something I have to do.
Well, it's your choice. But Aokigahara is huge. How are you gonna find the compound?
Mai makes a good point. It's been a long time. Are you sure you remember where it is? Of course I do. I know what you two must think of me. I'm not senile. It's a hike away, but a bus stop on the outskirts of Narusawa. We used to go into town occasionally for supplies. Several miles away from the bus stop, there's a clearing in the path there for you to climb. There's a clearing path there used time to time by the Forest Service. I'll draw you a map before you leave. It continues you for quite some time, and eventually it will be blocked off. Keep going forward and don't turn back or leave the path. The forest can play tricks on you. Supposing the path is still there, it seems pretty incredible to me that the compound would be left all alone all these years. It still stands, after all. Why would they bother to go and dismantle it? Go search for whatever the truth you think you'll find, but be careful, detective. Do what must be done, then leave. Staying there is dangerous. I hope that once you enter the place and feel the energy I did, you have the sense to see what I never could. You understand, don't you? The mask must be purified. It depends on what I find. Don't be a fool. Finding what happened that day will change nothing. You're being haunted by your past, chasing phantoms the ones I once did. When you enter those dark places, you leave pieces behind. Purify it. Stop this while you're still whole. I'll begin preparations for the ceremony regardless. Mai, see her out. We are at the hour-and-a-half mark. I might end off the episode. I might end this off early. And on Tuesday, we'll probably continue. No, I can't do it on Tuesday. We got a talk show. Tuesday, we got a talk show going on. On Monday, we're streaming probably Closers, I guess. I don't know what we're going to be doing on Monday. That leaves me with Thursday, because on Wednesday, we got another stream day. So, I probably might do it on Wednesday or something. Probably on Wednesday or Thursday. Probably Wednesday or Thursday would be good. Probably continue off where we started. So, we're probably going to go ahead and end it off early. We'll enter the Suicide Forest tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. Tomorrow, I don't even know. Hopefully we can do it tomorrow, but we'll see. I'll probably stream it early in the morning or something. I don't know. Later in the day.
She never said anything like that to me. You must have really scared her. Listen, I'll help with this ritual because I think it'll help Grandma get better. But don't get yourself killed. You know, in your eyes, I'm probably just a kid. But I know how much it hurts and want the truth. Takashi obsessed over the past, and I was miserable not knowing. Grandma almost went insane on top of that. Grandma said it herself. You're still young. You should forget about all this and start over. And you might not want to hear this, but listening to you talk about masks and spirits, well, you sound like that girl at the shrine. It scares me, and it should scare you too. Take care of yourself, Ito.
Aokigahara. Okay, I think we're gonna stop here. We are pretty good. Holy shit, our investigation is pretty high up. We are very professional. Look, 30, and sanity is a little low. But it seems normal. At least we're still stable. Let me see. We still got... You know what? On second thought, let's just fucking go for it. I'm going for it. We only still have half an hour on the stream, so might as well just go for it. Fuck this shit, let's go! To the Suicide Forest. Finally. This must be the path the old Kawana woman was talking about. If her story was true, all I need to do is follow it and to find the Kamenkai's old compound. Let's hope it's that simple. No time to sit here and think about it though. I need to get out of these woods before nightfall. so let's keep going. And we can't look back, so we'll just have to keep going straight. Nope, I already left it. I can't go back. I'm not going back. Okay, now it looks like some sewer. What the hell? What the fuck? That's gotta be Rena. Rena? What is she doing here? Huh? Where am I? No. Anywhere but here. I don't want to remember this. Why now? What was his voice again? Ito, why did you come here? You've left me here to die again, haven't you? It was your fault that this happened to me. You're so selfish. You'll never care about what happens to anyone but yourself. People who get hurt along the way are just collateral damage. It's all about you and what you want. You. You're not looking for me. You only want to hurt the girl. To hurt the old woman. To see anyone who gets in your way, you suffer. No, that's not true. I'd have done anything to change what happened to you. Make it go away. I can't bear to look at it anymore. Stop. Make it stop. I don't want to remember.
What a great idea! Remembering hurts, doesn't it? Let me take away all that pain. Let's forget together, Ayami-chan.
Let's forget. I can't do anything. Can I let it sit? Or is it just gonna sit here and not give me any choices? Let's forget together. Yeah, okay. Are? Otto. Okay. Keep walking, I guess. Continue on. Okay, I'm gonna start taking it slow now. Hey, get sidetracked. An Ojizo-sama statue. I feel a little familiar presence as I picked it up. Don't mind me, I'm just taking one step at a time now because I feel like there's something I need. Like I'm supposed to pick something up or something? Am I back to square one again? Yo, what is going on? Jeez. The way you were sleeping, I thought you'd never wake up. Huh? Where? Kazuki! Thank goodness you're okay. I knew I'd find you. Find me? What are you talking about? I haven't gone anywhere. I saw you on the ground. Rena, she slit your throat. That must have been a hell of a nightmare you had. Nothing a good cup of coffee can't fix. Speaking of, I fixed the coffee machine so you can officially file that case as closed. Hey, you okay? You look a little out of it. Take your time getting ready. I'll be in the other room. Yeah. Thanks, Kazuki. What is this? I was looking for something, wasn't I? Why can't I remember? My heart's beating a mile a minute. I can't shake this feeling of dread that's hanging in the air. This is real, right? I want it to be real.
I don't think it is.
There's no pill for me to take. Welcome back to the real world, sleepyhead. Huh? You're not dressed. You didn't forget about our picnic, did you? Picnic? We were gonna have a picnic in the park and see sakuras, remember? I know it's not exactly traditional, but I figured we could grab a pizza on the way over too. It's an important time of year after all. Did you forget that too? Don't you remember when sakuras fell and you saved those 2 girls at the shrine? You're a hero. Saved? No. I'm no hero. She died. I killed her. She's always trying to stop me from... Kazuki, something doesn't feel right. This isn't where I'm supposed to be. Of course it is. We're together. The sun's out and we're Lady Fluff. Sanity's going down.
Yeah.
Isn't this what you wanted? With your parents gone, Lady Fluff and I are the only family you got left. This is where you belong. And we love you, Ayumi-chan. That's why you'll come with us. Come on, we got a way to get going. Go? Where are you taking me? Somewhere safe. Safe? Why? Where was I going? Where's the path? The path isn't for you. It leads to suffering. So let's leave the path and be happy forever. I don't have a choice now, do I? Okay, what's my screen capture button? This is a thumbnail. Hold on, I need to...
The fuck is my thumbnail button?
Nope. Is it this button? No. Sheet. Just a second, let me pop my Steam here, just a second. There we go. Now we got ourselves a thumbnail. We're all here like one big happy family. We don't need anyone else. 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 It's better this way. Stay here. Stay here. Where it's safe. Stay here and rot, Hayami. Kazuki? What's the matter with you? Nothing is the matter. We're exactly where we need to be. This is also wonderful. I've taken you to somewhere safe just like I promised. Far away from places you don't belong. You'll stay here. You can't hurt anyone anymore. Free from all the pesky painful memories. So let's forget together. Lie down where it's comfortable and stay there forever and ever 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 and ever. No. Ignoring the pain will make it go away. Kazuki wouldn't want me to forget. He told me to keep going. I know this place. I've been here before. It's drenched in the same suffering as before. Rena, why did you take me here? Why won't you leave me alone? Why won't you leave me alone? Why do you want to hurt me so badly? Why did you come here? Don't make me remember! Stop? I've never felt Rena's presence so strongly before. If I don't come to my senses, I might have... Why now? What's in this forest that she doesn't want me to see? The air completely changed when I placed the statue with the others. The forest doesn't seem so dark, and I can see clearly up ahead. Is it over? Rena, are you still here somewhere? Let's keep going. This must be it. The Kamenkai compound. I finally made it. Looking at it now, I can't help but feel underwhelmed. For all the secrecy classified documents and foreboding stories, all I see is drab gray structures and gray enforced clearing. But it's eerie. Over a decade ago, 12 people died here, and this compound was left standing as a grim reminder. It gives me the creeps. I should find what I came here for and get back before sundown. What was Rena trying so hard to prevent me from finding here? Let's take it slow. See what we can find. Let's see. Something's in here.
Mommy! Rena! Where are you? Where were you? I missed you.
Shh, keep your voice down, sweetheart. I can't stay long.
Why not? Why don't you stay with me anymore?
Well, that's complicated. The guru thinks it's best if we're apart for a while. He has big plans for us, and for you especially.
Who cares about all that?
Honey, it's not that simple.
Why not? Why can't they let us stay together?
Because you're so pure and perfect. I know you love me, but I'm no good. If I stay with you, he says I'll corrupt you. But I'm so weak. I wanted to see you. It's our little secret, okay?
Okay, Mommy. Is it my fault you can't stay with me anymore?
Oh, Rena, no, of course not. It's me. You're going to be a big, important person someday. I can't hold you back. I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense right now, but someday you'll understand. Tokimasa has big plans for you. He told me so himself. He said you're the key to everything because you're so pure. Remember why we left the city? Because everyone's so mean and out for themselves. They're all stained by corruption, but not us. Not you, anyway. I thought you said
you were going home.
we can't. Tokimasa says the great machine's done for. That all those corrupt people will kill each other in wars and die, and we'll be left. But you'll be there to guide them soon. You've been chosen by Tokimasa.
To die? I don't want ready to die.
Yes, me neither, sweetie. But like I said, Tokimasa has figured out a new ritual and you'll be able to help everyone.
I don't understand. Why are you saying all these weird things?
Now, Rena, it's not easy for me either. But it's not about what we want all the time. If you do this, it'll help me. You want to help Mommy, don't you?
Yes, I guess.
Exactly. So let's smile, okay? Hey, guess what?
What?
Before the ritual, there's gonna be a big celebration just for you. It'll be a big feast.
What's that mean?
It's a big meal where everyone gets to eat all the food they want. It's like a party. Doesn't that sound like fun?
Guess so.
Then I can come see you again.
Do you promise?
Yeah, afterwards we'll go out together to the ritual.
All together? I thought you said it was just me.
Like I said, sweetheart, you've been chosen. Tokimasa will... You'll gain the sight to guide us to salvation.
Okay.
Hey, don't look so sad. You'll get me crying if you do. And you don't want to see Mommy cry, do you?
No.
Good, Rena. I need you to listen to me now. Here, I want you to have this. It's Mommy's amulet. The one I kept since I was little. I want you to have it for the ritual. When it starts, I want you to hold and keep your eyes shut tight, okay? If you get scared, just grab it and think of me, okay?
But that amulet is yours. Don't you need it? If something bad happens to you.
It's more important to you for you to have it now. Promise me you'll do what I asked.
Promise.
Let's make a pinky promise?
Okay.
And you know what happens when you break a pinky promise, right?
And you said my pinky fall off.
Exactly. And we wouldn't want that now, would we? After tomorrow, things might be different. Maybe a little scary, but it's not all that bad. The most important thing is that Tokimasa told us that we'll be together. I love you, Rena.
I love you too, Mommy.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Moving on. Door, what's behind door number 2? Oh, Rena, maybe you shouldn't be here.
Why not?
The feast isn't for you, it's for us, the impure who must prepare ourselves. Tokimasa says that the unpure must purify themselves by feasting and expulging the darkness from their bodies. If I can remain uncorrupted, even someone worthless like me would be able to ascend higher plane.
I don't think you're worthless. Everyone keeps telling me I'm so special. But no one visits me anymore. And where's everyone else? Are they hiding from me too?
The others are with the guru, preparing themselves for tomorrow. Don't worry, Rena. Everything will be clear tomorrow. There's nothing to fear.
Hey, can I have a little of that?
The great Tokimasa instructed us not to give you any food at the feast.
Oh,
Don't you see? You are pure. The feast, the indulgence is there to treat us, to show us that we are corrupted by the stains of impurity upon us. It's like a reminder of how great machine of man keeps our souls shackled and chained. Those who are cleansed must not turn away from the righteous path.
right, but
You're very lucky. Yes, so lucky to be in the Tokimasa's favor. He chose you. He chose you to be the bearer of the mask, to see the great door to the pure realm. Those other children who were taken, that too was a test, to find the most pure among you. You understand, don't you?
I don't know.
Oh yes, of course not. You are but a child. Tokimasa says that you children are much wiser than us, that your understanding of the world is untainted.
Where's Mommy?
Mommy? Ah, yes, I imagine she was with the guru. She is in need of the guru's love. Yes, her mind has gone astray as of late. In a key moment, the guru will show her the way, don't you worry. Mother, father, sister, brother, it doesn't matter. We're all your family. You should go back to your bed. I don't know why the guru let someone so important wander so freely. What if something would have happened to you with you like the others?
What others?
Do not fear, child. The great Tomikasa prophecy will come to pass and there will be no fear very soon. You should go to sleep, child, and remember, do not eat this meal. It is food for us, the pitiful.
What's wrong? Why are you looking at me like that?
Nothing. It's nothing. The ritual is soon. It will be time for the great change. Go away.
Why?
Tomorrow will guide us. But look at you, so young. You must be resilient. Fear is a pure emotion. All forms of life feel fear. To fear is not weakness but a test. You are testing me. The guru is wise.
Are you okay? You're looking at me funny again.
It's nothing. What do you want?
Do you know where Takashi is?
Weak. They're weak. Don't think of them. Don't cloud your thoughts. You must remain as you are. Needn't worry. Tokimasa will guide us. Just wait. What's wrong, Emiko?
Oh, Rina, what are you doing here? You scared me. I'm sorry. It's alright. You didn't mean it, did you? No. Then there's nothing to worry about. Did you want something? Why isn't Takashi or the baby here with you? You and your sister were not meant for the path of purity, not like you. It's the night before the ritual. I must unburden myself with the thoughts of the... What's unburden mean? Unburden, Rena. It means I have to forget them.
Yes. Forget the children, Emiko. Becoming too attached to our offspring is part of mankind's great machine. It's a lie. This was a test. They did not pass. You must. We are so close to our goal.
Yes, of course. I will not shax myself to the meaningless connection. Rena, don't worry. Tomorrow's the great ritual Tokimasa envisioned. And you are the great guest of honor. Everything will be alright. Really? Yes, of course. Now run along.
So this is where they had their last meal, I'm assuming. We're definitely nearing the end here, aren't we? I feel like we're nearing the end of the story here. Hopefully I get the ending that I want. I can't let my daughter be in this ritual.
That's not for you to decide. You know her importance. What the guru says can show us.
But she's my daughter. Tokimasa hadn't told us what she's going to do with her.
She's our daughter, Hisako.
What if it doesn't work out like he says? She's so young.
You doubt him? Now? It's because she's so young she's been chosen. Her mind was not stained by regret, sadness, or corruption. She's perfect. I know that, just... Then why hesitate? The guru tells us we're approaching the moment that will bring us true peace. The culmination of everything we've worked for. Somehow your child was the focal point. He says she will be granted us a sight even more profound than his own. She can lead us. I really want to make sure she's okay. He promised me she'd be safe. I'm not so sure. The girl will make sure she's taken care of. She'll want for nothing and be blessed with new sight. It's the only way. The world is on the brink of ruin. There's no time left. My own children will...
Emiko, don't worry. They'll be safe.
Sniff.
Scares me.
Sniff. No! My own mother betrayed me. She dragged my children away to die in the filth. I'm sorry. I must be strong. Soon we will have no worries in the scent from our flesh. You know, don't you? I saw on the outside when you told us.
Yes.
All of the things I studied, they were only ever used by corrupt people to control one another, to hurt one another. Soon we'll be free of all that. We'll escape the suffering of this world and be reborn. And it will be Rena who shows us the way. She'll be the bridge.
You're right. I always knew she was special. Even when she was growing inside me, I could feel it. Promise me again. Promise she'll be taken care of.
Can I go in there? Nope. Are we done here?
Am I missing something here? Well, I got what I came for, I guess. What's this? It looks like the simple wooden amulet. How did I not notice it before? What is this? I feel strange. Like I'm back there again. Little Rena wearing that mask. Where am I? The forest path. I saw things and I started running. When I found the amulet, it cut away the fog that had been surrounding me and showed me the truth. Insanity going down! Uh-oh. My sanity's getting worse. The mask. The Kamenkai. Rena was there the whole time. They all killed themselves and made her to wear the mask. That day when it started, when Rena became the mask bearer, when her suffering truly began, the pulse of the dark has changed again, and the fuzzy image I had before was snapped into focus. Everything I need to put it into this is in my hands. Save the girl! How long has it been, I wonder? A man in a sewer, a girl with red hair, memories and thoughts that aren't my own. I'm in over my head. I'm so stretched out it feels like the slightest breeze could topple me, and each time I get close to the truth, something drags me and further away. Okay, at least we're still stable, so we're good. We're still stable. We're still good in the clear. I'm so stretched out it feels like the slightest breeze could topple me. I feel like I'm so close. All the threads are leading me to one place, and yet I haven't stopped to think of defining it what it means. I'm on a ride that I could have no control over, that's moving fast to focus on what's passing me by. If only I could go back and slow down, give myself some time to think. Instead, I keep rushing forward towards the unknown. Before I went to Aokigahara, I thought I might handle things. Then Rana showed up and turned it all in its head. My whole life, I've thought that if only I had connected the dots to coexistence and clues, it'd make everything simpler and all work out. This time, I'm not so sure. The only thing left to do is hold on tight and see where I end up. With me and the little wooden mask that so many died for, and now I'm using it myself. It doesn't feel right. It was her pain I felt back in the compound, the focal point of all her misery. I wonder if it's the real Rena I've seen, or is that girl long gone? No, what I felt at the compound and the misery I feel with the dark were the same. It's her. The mask, Rena, the dark, all tied to the door. Despite everything I'd seen, all the mysteries that had been explained to me, what awaited me there was still unknown. My only chance to see Kazuki again is to go into the filthy tunnels and find it. Only then do I have hope of using it to change its fate. So much with that much power to have cost me, I'd be forced to accept it without question. Nothing can ever be the same after that day. My chance at a normal life disappeared the moment I took the mask from evidence. Or maybe it would have found its way back to me eventually. Kazuki Tanaka, the man I've suffered so much for, has been silent. Maybe he's not even down there anymore. I've seen what Ren has become as a result of the mask. What would happen to me? Now that I know the way, is that what I really want? The horrible object is made of the That's the innocent people and fed hundreds of years later with more death. Why continue the cycle? Why shouldn't I destroy it? I suppose that's obvious. Because I'd be destroyed and Kazuki and Ren along with it. If I don't act soon, it feels like the world will tear apart at the same. The dark is creeping in at the seams, affecting people even if they can't see light like I do. I have to do something. Shinjuku and Kamakura are the two places where my path started are also where it has to end. This is it. I have to choose. Follow the thread further into the darkness or attempt to cut it and return to the light. Let's see. If I go to Kamakura, chances are we are going to try and destroy the mask, probably purify it. Shinjuku will probably run into Rena and Kazuki. So, I don't know. We're gonna go to... I'm going to Shinjuku. Anything here? No, I can't talk to you. Oh. Uh-oh. Better sound the alarm. The detective is back. Damn it. Every time I come in here, you... Don't sweat it, detective. I'm just besting your chops. Besides, it's not my problem anymore. Huh? I'm out of here. Wait. That other job. The sketchy one. You didn't. Nope. Probably won't believe me, but I actually took your advice. Hell, I hardly believe it myself. How flattering. Tch. Didn't think that the hard-boiled detective would be so thin-skinned. Yeah, anyway. Where are you headed? Don't know, but I think I'll leave the city. My big dreams kind of got drowned out and now it's hard to be here and not fall back into my old habits. Like hitting some old reset button, right? Reset button, huh? I could use one of those right now. Things gotten that bad? I don't know yet. Probably. Only one way to find out is to keep moving. Anything I can help with? Hey, don't give me that look. I mean it. No bullshit this time. Thanks, but I think I have to see the rest of my problems on my own. Then why did you come here? Couldn't tell you. I guess I've just gotten wrapped up in this place. Sounds like you're the one who needs to leave the city. Bad places lead to bad memories, lead to bad decisions if you ask me. And I'm an expert in bad decisions. At least neither of us will have to deal with Goto or the million other perverts like him. For now, anyway. Good luck. Nah, you hold on to your luck. Looks like you could use it more than me. See you around, Ito.
Diamond and out of achievements. Yeah!
Oh, hey Ayami. Perfect timing. Daiso, what's all this? It looks like you're all packed up. Like I said, perfect timing. I'm closing down. Oh? And this is good? It's great! To be honest, the last time I saw you, I was kind of slipping again, you know? Going down memory lane, but in the worst way possible. Then I remembered our conversation the other day. How you said your attitude and the seasoning that flavors the food is all that. That sounds a lot more like poetic than I would have said it, but yeah, I remember. Anyway, I realized the only flavor that could come out of this place was bitter. Real bitter. The crazy thing, my wife comes in after refusing to see me for years. Uh-oh. Yeah, uh-oh is right. Funny, she looked so much older than I remembered. Guess I came to be a bit, revelation when I saw her. I was clinging to this place before what? A life that I haven't been living for a what if that'll never happen. I realized giving up was keeping this place going, but not the other way around. Huh? I guess some people do have some happy endings. Huh. If you call yourself crippling debt happiness, wasn't cheap to run this place. At least that wedding ring I pawned took care of the rent for the short term. Nah. So what are you gonna do now? Well, Naruto's been bugging me to join him on the road to the takoyaki standoff is. He didn't seem keen on that last time we talked. Excuse me again. Well, you've had a change of heart? You had a change of heart? Have you been talking to Naruto again? No, but could just see it in your face is all. He's always been my biggest supporter. Figured the least I can do is give it a big old hug, you know. Besides, with his help I'm getting back in touch with my daughter. Things aren't all rainbows and daisies, but I'll get there somehow. What about you? Me? What about me? Did that idol magazine I gave you end up helping you? Raised more questions than it answered. I thought it could help you with all the complicated stuff you do. Cooking was all I was ever good at. It's like you said though. Keep following through until your end, right? Yeah, I guess so. Take care of yourself, Daizo. Take care of yourself, Daizo. Don't be a stranger. Come by me in Naruto stand sometime. Change of pace.
Yeah!
More achievements. I don't think we can go in here. Oh, we can still enter here, but I don't think there's anything to do in here. And we'll go in there later. So it's either there or in the sewers. Ooh, wow. Let's go in here first.
Oh my god. Like, it's you.
Huh? Who? Me?
Yeah, you.
Yep.
Wow, can I like give you a hug?
Hey, there's no need for that. Please don't touch me. Why so touchy-feel all of a sudden?
Detective sir, ma'am, I would never like feel you without your permission.
That's not what I... Forget it. What exactly is it you're in such a good mood?
Oh, you notice, huh? Ta-da!
What? I don't get it. Are you a magician?
No, I got a promotion. Can't you tell by the new uniform?
It's exactly the same. Wait, a promotion? You got a promotion?
Yeah, like after you came, talked to me, the manager saw us and was like, "Whoa, this guy's helping the police." Said I was really respectable and whatever. And I found that key
To the dumpster?
Turns out it was a spare in my pocket the whole time.
Of course you did. Of course you had a spare. Well, better than someone like Tyra.
Who?
No one. Congrats, kid. I think you're really going places.
Thank you, sir.
Yay! Another achievement. Achievement galore! Oh, we can't go in here. Okay, never mind that. That leaves this. Was it the Kamenkai who put this here? Or was it maybe the Dark who created it? These marks were never meant for me. Rena was trying to find her way back, like leaving breadcrumbs in a forest. Sometimes I wonder if this well went anywhere at all before Rena found it. The first time I came down here, I was sure that I would save Tanaka alone, that I didn't think about what I was doing. Am I going to do the same thing now? I think we're nearing the end here, so hopefully we can get a good ending, or true. I don't think there's like true endings, but I know there's like 11 different endings. So let's see what we can find, or what kind of ending we'll get. When I found Kazuki's body, he was wearing a mask. She made him wear it as she made him to. Even after all the suffering she went through herself, she did it anyway. Can I really forgive her? She's so desperately wanting to avoid becoming lost. When I was here last, I saw Tanaka. Heard him call to me. What was it he was trying to say? Was he begging for help or begging me to stay away? This time will be different. It's no longer leading to a shapeless tunnel. Rena is down there. I can feel myself being drawn to her.
Open this door!
Jeez, how deep does this thing go? Looks pretty deep. We've been running here for a while now. I feel like we're nearing the end here. So we might as well just go ahead and finish it. And then, depending on what ending we get, and if you guys want to see the other 10 endings, you're gonna have to play the game yourself. As I trudged through the oppressive, lonely place, I slowly became aware of someone else. The dark woke up and began to shudder as if racked with the quiet sobs, and I felt a numbing sadness spread throughout my body. The sensation I felt on that place was familiar, and I knew right away why. Rena. She sat there like a lost little girl, like she'd been there for a long time and didn't know where to go. There was no fight in her body, no way for her to lash out. In that place, we were equals. She rose to her feet and saw me, her eyes looking confused and desperate. She was the start of all of it, everything I had known. I'd put into it one way or another.
So you went anyway, huh? Even though I told you to leave me alone. Why couldn't you just forget and leave me alone? Ah, that's it. You want to keep hurting me, right? I hate to burst your bubble, but if it's revenge you're after, it won't work. Nope, can't blow my brains out down here. The dark won't let you. Ah, did I hurt your feelings? Did you bring your little gun all the way down here for nothing? Are you disappointed?
I didn't bring it. There's no point. I didn't shoot you when you took Tanaka, and I won't now.
Don't try and trick me. That doesn't mean you don't want to. After everything I tried, to think that you would be the one to show up here in the end. Funny, isn't it? Isn't it? After all, you were only supposed to be the guest star of the little show. A little temporary addition to this, to liven things up a bit. And you kept showing up uninvited, digging up every sharp thing you can find to poke me with. Now I can't get rid of you. See, it is funny, right? No matter what we do, we're forced together again. We have to make the best of it.
This music is a little weird, though.
You're right.
You're right. We can't avoid each other forever. Chance has forced us together, whether we like it or not. So all we can do is see it through to the end. Even when I saw you in the forest, you were down here, weren't you?
Where else? Welcome to the end of the line.
I don't understand it. It's awful down here. Why didn't you try and get back to the surface?
Why would I go back? What would be the point? When I do, I look around and don't even recognize it anymore. The streets are different, the sounds have changed, everyone I knew I never cared about is gone. You don't know what it's like. Every day the same and feeling my old pain again and again and again. People don't change, no matter what. No matter how much time goes by, I'll still look at me. I'm flea-bitten dog and being to be kicked around and ignored. They hate me. In the end, I'll end back up here anyway, so why fight it? At least down here nothing changes. When I was little, they said everything would be okay if I had the mask. But then Mommy died and the police took it away from me and nothing's gone right since. No one's ever cared about me. The police, the foster homes, the other girls in the agency, they all hated me. They all wanted me dead. Yeah, just like the rest of them. Only someday you'll grow older and die. And then I'll still be here, unless you give me the mask.
It isn't that simple. Having the mask isn't going to solve your problems.
It's that simple. Everyone always tells me it can't be simple, but why not? None of this would have happened if it weren't for you! If you'd just given it to me in the first place, you could have lived your stupid little fantasy life. Instead, you had to be a hero and get involved with something that was none of your business. Why shouldn't I use it? Are my problems not as important as yours? That's it, isn't it? Everything is about you and making your life happy again.
Sounds like that dark spirit from BDO or BOO. I don't know if any of you ever played that. I don't know. What's the algorithm for?
I won't let you be happy. I won't. If you won't help me, then fine. But I'll keep hurting you. And if you think it's bad now, you don't know the half of it. Or you could give it to me and pretend to be happy while I find the door again.
Again? You've seen it before? I don't know exactly what you think is going to happen when you find it, but everything I found tells me it's dangerous.
No, you're wrong. The door isn't for you. The collector said so. He said if I had the mask, I could find it again. He said if I find a shrine belonging to Kawana, I could find it.
So you made him too. Rena, he wasn't trying to help us. He must have been toying with us.
Shut up! You don't know anything. He told me the mask would let me see the door again. Just like the day Mommy died. When they put the mask on me and I kept my eyes closed like Mommy told me to. Even when people started getting sick and crying. Then I saw it, the door. Even with my eyes still closed when I looked at it, I heard Mommy's voice and I knew if I found it, something would be okay. I opened my eyes and it was gone. They took the mask and I saw Mommy on the ground. She wasn't moving anymore, like a doll. It was all my fault. It must have been. I did something wrong, but he told me if I found the mask I could make it right again. Now I'm being punished for being screwed up. For not being my peer like they told me to be. Except people like Hikashi, they shouldn't have hurt me. They should have left me alone. I had to punish them. I just want to stop them from hurting me. That doesn't make me bad, right? You understand, don't you?
The funny thing is that if Tanaka was here, he'd understand. Even after everything you did to him. That's the kind of guy he is. Rena, it's not all your fault. This is beyond you. It has always been. That's why Tanaka was so intent on following you from the start. You weren't just some orphan girl. He somehow saw the darkness that was in you. If only he had told me, I could have been there for him. Helped him.
But, no, You could have helped me, Ayami. He was helping me. He was gonna save me.
Then why? If he was helping you, why hurt him?
I didn't want to hurt Tanaka, but it was the only way to bring him here. The same way I was brought here. I thought I figured it out. But my white knight abandoned me. Went somewhere else. It turns out I was just another stupid idea for a stupid girl.
What you did to Tanaka was wrong, but you can still make things right. You brought him down with you that night. Where is he?
I don't know where he is.
Just tell me what happened from the beginning.
It's hard to remember.
Please try.
Nothing's gone the way I thought it would. When I went back to Shinjuku, I remember how I ended up in the dark. I knew what I had to do so Tanaka could be with me.
Oh, I've heard of I've heard of Black Desert Online, but I never actually bought it. So.
Only the mask wasn't awake. It was loud like the Kamakura. So I made you come into the tunnel with me and Tanaka, so I could wake up. Then I slit his throat and went back to the dark and I waited. Tanaka woke up down there too, but the mask was gone.
He was alive?
He was like me, or I thought he was. At first he seemed okay, but then he started wandering around, staring into space like talking to people who weren't even there. Poor Tanaka. I thought I broke him, Ayami-chan.
So he was down here. Tell me where he is.
You don't get it, do you? I don't know where he is, and I don't care. Tanaka abandoned me. Even when he was here, he kept mumbling on and about how he was going to help you. He gave you something, didn't he? That traitor. How else would you be able to keep finding me? He even said he saw the door. But he didn't take me there. I hate him. Why did he leave me? To think Tanaka would help a stupid little girl like me. It was dumb to try and bring him here. The collector said I'd find the door with a mask. I just didn't want to do it be all alone is all. Now you're here, so I guess the mask is too. I didn't need him after all. He's gone.
You're wrong. I can feel him somewhere here. He's waiting for me.
You can't? Maybe he's at the door. Please take me there. Don't leave me.
The mask opened the dark and took me straight to Rena. Now that I'm here, I can feel it pulsing like a heartbeat. The door. The unknowable place where chance and fate have no importance. That's where Kazuki is. I know what will happen if I lead her there. She'll get what she truly wants. She'll get the rest and finally be free. No more pain, no more suffering. Maybe that's what Kazuki would have wanted. But if I do that, the dark would change shape again and only help finding him would be lost. He'd be trapped in there waiting for me, and I'd never be able to tell him the truth behind everything he suffered for. That's if Kazuki Tanaka that's left here is the same man I love. Either way, I have to abandon someone, but it's my responsibility. I have to choose. So we can go for the Tanaka, or we can go ahead and try and save Rena.
Please don't hurt me. What I did to Tanaka, it was the only way. You get it, right? Right?
No, you're wrong. But then again, maybe there isn't a right way to begin with. In your own way, you're same as me, grasping at whatever you could. He may still be down here, like you said. Would the Tanaka I find be the real him, though? If I use the mask, would I be the real me? I'm not so sure anymore.
You're really not going after him?
No. I'd have to give up even more of myself, succumb even more to this darkness. He wouldn't have wanted that.
For a long time.
For a long time, your face was all I saw. Ever since Kamakura. It motivated me to push through my sadness because I thought I was doing something good. Putting my problems behind me by becoming the hero and slaying some ancient evil. You became a demon, a symbol of my hatred, and everything bad that happened to me that day.
No, I'm not. I'm not a demon.
No, you're not. You're just a girl. You always were. Besides, I'm no hero. I'm not sure if there is such a thing. I realize that now. Me, you, Tanaka, all three of us were just paper dolls caught in a storm, being blown by winds that were just so far out of control.
Sorry, I didn't mean for any of it to happen. I just wanted a way out. I wanted to be normal. I want to be a normal girl with normal knees.
Tanaka was one of the smartest detectives. No one of the smartest people I knew. I think he knew what would happen to him. Maybe that's why he was so distant. I wish things had played out differently for us. And for you. Rena, I know what happened to you. All of it. I don't know how I saw all those things, but I just can't ignore them. No one deserves to experience what you did, Rena. Every day you lived in hell. No love or light. It was awful. We failed you, and I'm sorry. I forgive you, Rena. It hurts to say it. That's selfish, isn't it? I can't forget the pain you caused me despite how hard I try. But I do forgive you. Because somewhere along the way this horrible cycle has to end.
I don't want to hurt people anymore.
Then come with me. Let me help you.
Why? Where are we going?
To the door. You said you heard your mom, right? Let's go see her. Dot dot dot.
I'm scared. What if she isn't there?
What if I'm wrong? It's okay. There's nothing to be afraid of. You can rest like you always wanted. No more coming back, no more hurting people. Though I can't tell you what's waiting for you, I know that it's better than this, I promise.
Ayami, do you think it'll hurt?
No,
How do you know?
I don't know. But the dark responds to the feelings of the people in it. Every time we butt heads, it's pushed me out. It feels different now. It feels peaceful. What I'm trying to say is, I don't want to hurt you, Rena. I only want to help. And I think the dark will too.
Okay, I'm ready.
Aw, she's so cute! As long as, well, she doesn't have that sinister yandere smile anymore.
Thank you, Ayami. I don't know why you helped me, but thank you.
Rest in peace, little one. For years, Rena searched for the door. The whole time it was nearby, hidden by a thick darkness that shifted in reaction to her own hatred and fear. The mask began to tug at me as if guiding us further and guiding us, and together, hand in hand, it appeared in front of us. I wasn't sure how I hadn't noticed it before. It was like I had always been there. Until that moment, I'd never noticed how small and truly fragile she was. Standing in front of the door, she looked like a leaf. Squeezing her hand, I assured her, told her that I forgave her, knowing that if she took a step forward, it would all be over and she'd find peace. I thought maybe I would too. For a long time she stood saying nothing. Then eventually she let go of my hand and moved through the door. As soon as she did, her image began to fade. She was smiling. Not the unhinged smile from my past, but her true smile. The smile of a little girl. It's that smile, free of hate and malice. I remember now. The dark remained even after she left, though it began to change as I remained within it. Suddenly agitated and expansive, like it was growing. Somehow I knew what little light I saw was because of Rena. Her fear and hatred diffused out of the shadows. Thanks to that light, I was able to find the surface. The mask didn't quiet after Reina's passing, and every day it became more restless. One day I cast it into the sea near Kamakura, and despite the Kawana woman's warning, it never returned to me. Though occasionally I can still feel it, scratching like a pin needle on the back of my skull. When the girl faded, other memories did too. Impressions of a man called Kazuki Tanaka and a love we once shared. I find pictures in my apartment that I know are him, yet all I see is the face of a stranger looking up at me. Some nights I wake up with tears in my eyes and images of that face crying out to me from the dark corner of my dreams, and I desperately try to remember why that memory remains. He completely disappeared. Yet something's about those pictures and staying in that apartment feels familiar. Even if I can't make sense of it some days, all I remember for sure is that Rena's smile, knowing that in those final moments she forgave me for what I did to her. Finally, I was able to feel peace. Tokyo. Dark. That's it! That's game. So there are, I believe, 10 other endings to this game. So okay, so I looked at the achievement and it turns out I already got 4 of the 11 endings. So I got 4 of the 11 endings. So there are still 7 more to find. And if you guys want to find the other endings, you guys are going to have to play the game yourselves. I saw 4. So you guys saw 4 endings already on this playthrough, on this stream. So the first ending was when we talked to that bartender lady. Then again, I'm not gonna spoil anything, so I'm not even gonna say anything at this point. We already got 4 of the endings. That's all I'm saying. We already got 4 of the 11 endings, so there are still 7 endings in there that you guys are gonna have to find. I will be playing them. I will be playing through the game again, but I'm gonna be doing it off camera. I'm gonna be doing it off camera to find the other endings. Interesting. Interesting. Most interesting. You're nothing but a crow. Feeding on the garrison of that time leaves in its wake. Forgive me for not being an impartial spectator of the human suffering. The woman and her own desires, I only gave her a little push. I thought you'd be happy. Ito found forgiveness through the context of her suffering by drowning herself in the past. A historian's dream. A gesture of extraordinary kindness, yes, but history does not smile at the happiness of one. It favors the welfare of all. Time is not a single thread, but a complex tapestry, pushed to form into a picture by the forces of the fate and chance. The different threads present by a myriad of truths, but all an aspect of the same visage nonetheless. A myriad. Interesting. I would have thought one to be so interested in history would be adhere for the single truth. On the contrary, if a history has taught me anything, it is that there is no one truth. The deeper one gazes, the more complex it becomes. Yes, all are truth. All grant insight into the same puzzle. You're right, my old friend. Time is a spiral. and observe it long enough, and we may yet to learn something. No, she is not your plaything. It is not your decision. There is only one way this can end. Only one way the world can remain intact is to stop the thing that's coming. It must be protected. The role must be performed. Tch! Stubborn. So stubborn. Allow me to ask you a question. I believe I know it already. You've asked it before. Indulge me. I asked her the same question, Kaiba boy. If the dancing puppet looks up and sees the strings, does it remain a puppet? What are the fate and chance then? I answer your riddle with one of my own. You see the storm clouds approaching? And though you can take shelter or alter your course, does the storm not come regardless? Pah! No fun! You've never tolerated the philosophical side. Nor you, me, when I tell you how things are. I suppose that's because we are one and the same. But what of her? All we can do is she, but eventually she will end up here. There is only one path which will hold the world together. Oh, so there's a new game plus. Yeah, too bad we're not doing a new game plus. If you guys want to find out what new game plus is, or find the other endings, buy the game on Steam and find out for yourself. Because we already got 4 of the 11 endings, that's all I'm going to say. Anyways, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, make sure if you like the series, be sure to click that like button. And if anything, I'll probably link you guys to the playlist. I'll add these videos to a playlist so you can start from part 1 and go all the way to part 4, which is basically the final part. And basically each episode is about 2 hours long, so there's a lot to watch. So I really hope you guys do enjoy it. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, make sure you guys do click on the link down in the description over to my Twitch channel. Make sure you guys click that follow button so you guys can see where I'm streaming. I'm probably going to be streaming some more visual novels. I'm probably going to be streaming The Fruit of Grisaya or some shit like that. The Fruit of Grisaya, or what is this other game? Lucid 9. So one of those two. I'll be streaming one of those on the Twitch for the what do you call that? Twitch to stream for all that thing. To switch streaming one of those. And for New Game Plus, I'm probably gonna be doing that off camera. See if I can get the other endings. Which it shouldn't be too hard to get the other endings. But other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, make sure you guys do click that like button. Go over to my Twitch channel, click that follow button so you guys can see when I'm streaming this game again. Or not this game, but like other games, probably like other visual novels. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. I really hope you guys did enjoy. Shoutouts to Marcus and Biggs for joining me in the stream today. We will end off the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow when we start streaming. Maybe something. We'll be streaming something tomorrow, and then Tuesday will be talk show on my other channel. I will be linking you guys there onto my on my YouTube channel as well, and probably down below in this Twitch channel as well. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.